Greetings, film fans. My name is Lieutenant Fish, and I like movies. A lot. Now I know what you're thinking. YouTube needs another movie review channel like I need another hole in my head. On the one hand, I'd be inclined to agree with you. I watch a lot of excellent movie review channels regularly. Chris Stuckman, Red Letter Media, Channel Awesome, Decker Shadow, The Rageaholic, Good Bad Flicks, and others. All the same, with a few exceptions, I think there are a lot of movies that are underrepresented on YouTube. I'm not interested in new releases, although from time to time I may comment on one. I'm looking at films that have been out a little longer and have flown under the radar to one degree or another in the last few years. These are movies I came across online at sites like the now defunct KFCcinema.com, which has turned into Film Smash, twitchfilm.net, now Screen Anarchy, thegline.com, now ganricky.org, and of course DVD Talk, and more specifically the DVD Savant reviews hosted there and at Trailers from Hell, not to mention the occasional hat tip from the eponymous badmovies.org. Most of these are smaller releases, a lot of them are foreign films, and along with that, many of these are import release versions of those films. First, I should specify that initially these will nearly all be DVD reviews. I am researching ways to rip clips from Blu-rays, but it will probably require some additional investments on my end in the future. I'm hoping this channel will help fund further developments, but I have more than enough interesting titles on DVD to cover in the short term. Many of these have not come out on Blu-ray and may never actually be released in this format. As I was saying, regarding imports, most people familiar with the history of DVD will remember the region coding controversies along with the passage of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, DMCA, back in 1998. For a number of years it was somewhat complicated and occasionally expensive being a multi-region import fan. There were software programs available to assist region swapping, but hardware limitations caused considerable hassles at times. Now with programs like VLC, many computers are completely region-free by default, and it is extremely easy to find affordable multi-region standalone players online. For each of my reviews, I will attempt to provide links to online stores where the disc can be purchased, generally the same place I ordered mine. In some cases, the specific disc may be out of print. For these, I can only recommend eBay. I only work with original legitimate releases. I don't watch bootlegs, which brings up another point. There are a lot of legitimate releases out there. Many films have multiple versions and cuts available with various special features, etc., depending on where you buy the DVD. I normally use DVDcompare.net to research different versions. They tend to be very comprehensive, but as they are limited to outside submissions, they don't always have information on every release or information on some films at all. Back to the films themselves, many of these are not great films, although I hope to cover a number of those in the future, but I don't consider them to be the best or the worst either. These are films I consider to be generally well made, exceptions will be noted, worth checking out, particularly for fans of their respective genres, previously overlooked, whether small, limited, or non-existent theatrical releases, or in some cases never released in the US. But most importantly, these are entertaining films, at least by my standards. Your mileage may vary. I don't plan on using a real complicated grading standard for these movies, just the fact that I'm going to review it means I'm recommending it, unless clearly stated otherwise, although I'll probably qualify some of my recommendations with specifics. I've been around the internet for a number of years, but this is my first attempt at a YouTube channel, and there will probably be some technical growing pains with the general format. That said, I do think this will be a nice challenge and an enjoyable side project on the whole. From time to time, I may post additional personal projects here addressing some of my other interests, but the primary focus of this channel will always be the movies. For the time being, the goal will be one review a week, but that could change. Stay tuned, movie fans, and subscribe. Lieutenant Fish, out.